this is Professor Fogel, and this is the course tour for Federal Government GOVT 2305. So when you log into our course, this should be, for the most part, what you see. You probably won't have this pink bar that is at the bottom. That is the student view bar that tells me I'm in student view. But you should see something very similar to this. So I want to point out a couple different things. First, in the blue is your global navigation menu. And a good way to think of this is everything in the blue applies to all of your courses that are in Canvas. So this is where your profile will be. It's also where you'll set up your notifications and your contact methods. An important note here, in Canvas, you will automatically receive notifications to your NCTC email address. You can also set up different methods of communication. So you can have notifications sent to your cell phone, to a personal email address, and it's important that you use these notifications wisely. And set them up so that you will receive notifications if there is a change in due dates, or if I send you a message or post an announcement or that sort of thing. So that's an important place to visit early in the semester. You will also see the dashboard, which I can't see in student view because all of my courses are instructor courses. But if you go into dashboard, you will see what are called course cards for each of your courses, and it'll have a little bit of information about new things that have been posted in the course. You can also go to your courses menu. So I have this course because that's where I am right now, but all your courses will be located there. Your calendar, which will also tell you not only what is in this class, but also what is in your other classes in a nice color-coded format. And then finally your inbox. And I'm not going to click into that because there will be messages from previous semesters. But your inbox is where you can send me messages, and it's very nice because it tells me exactly what class you're in, and so neither of us have to waste time figuring out what the other one is asking about. And then lastly, it may be difficult to see because of the student view bar, but there is a help button down on the side here that allows you to contact me, contact the help desk, etc. if you have issues in Canvas. So going back into our course, in white you will see the course navigation menu, and you'll notice when you're in Canvas that it will give you the course that you are in up at the top. So if you have any questions about which course you're in, it will always tell you at the top of the screen. This is your home page, so this is where you will come into the course every time you click into our course. You will also be able to view the syllabus. So syllabus has some very useful sections. This is all your syllabus description. And then down below is a table that lists all of the assignments in the semester and when they are due, as well as the weight of each assignment group. So the syllabus is a good place to go early in the semester especially, but you can also refer back to it as things move along. The modules page for us is going to be very, very important. So when you enter the modules page, the first thing you should see is this Getting Started module. You must complete each piece of the Getting Started module before the new assignments open up. So your goal for this first week of class should be to go through each of these items, get your textbook access set up, get your profile and your notifications set up, get your Google account set up. We will be using Google Docs as the semester goes forward, and then complete the course agreement, the introductory discussion board, and the pretest. As soon as you do all of those things, the new modules for your chapter assignments and for your projects throughout the semester will open up. So you must do the Getting Started module. If you don't do the Getting Started module, you can't go forward, which means you can't succeed in this class. The tab below modules is the People's tab. And so this People's tab will list everyone who is in the course, and it will also list groups. So there will be some assignments that you are doing as a group. There will also be assignments where I will assign you prompts by groups. So if you see groups indicated in the instructions, this is where you will go to see your groupings. Collaborations is something we'll be using later in the semester. When you click on this, you will probably see a slightly different view But collaborations basically is a connection between Google Docs and Canvas. So we'll be using that to do some collaborative work and to do some projects as the semester goes forward. Go back so I can get away from that. And then lastly, you will have grades. So each of you will have a personalized grade book that will show all of the assignments that you have completed thus far. So this concludes our course tour. If you have questions about navigating in Canvas, especially if this is your first time taking an online class in Canvas, please do communicate with me through the inbox or through the help icon and let me know if there are any questions or concerns about how to navigate.